Hello everyone, and welcome to a first video, not only for this playthrough and also for this channel as well. Now on the screen you see it says Pokémon Fire Red version, but we're actually doing a Randomizer Nuzlocke. Now for the people who have just stumbled upon this video and channel, welcome, hello, how are you, how you going? For others who not so much have stumbled upon the channel, but who just want to watch this series and think, well, let's just go in before I actually start it. Thank you, Charizard, for that welcoming sound. I actually don't know whether you guys want me to just read all this, or I'll let it be on screen for a little while so you can read it and just see how it, not see how it goes, just see what each button does. It's because we're not playing on an actual Game Boy Advance, we are actually, well, it's the special way to play it. Emulators. But it is what it is, really. Anyway. Actually, I'll explain what's going on after our good old buddy Samuel Oak over here explains what's going on. Now, I'm actually thinking, should I do voices for this, or should I just, like, try and do a voice for good old Sammy Oak, or if just do it as good old me? Nah, I'll just let you guys read it. I'm still getting used to doing this. Well, I used to, yeah, name is Oak, people refer to me as Pokemon Professor. Now, okay, I might as well explain what is actually going on. Normally, when you play Pokémon Fire Red, you won't be seeing a Sneasel pop out from all Sammy's Pokeball over there. No. Instead, this is what many people have done in the past and will do in the future. This is what's called a Randomizer Nuzlocke. It's a type of different variation of the normal Nuzlocks you do. And yes, hello Noah. That's just my cat. Oh, hello buddy. Oh, do you want to join in the playthrough too? Oh, no, you just want to go under the desk. Alright, cool. Anyway. This is what's called a, well, this is what will be called a Randomizer Nuzlocke, which it follows the same sort of rules as a Nuzlocke. Yes, you study Pokemon. I know, Sneasel, oh my god, I nearly just called it a Nuzleaf. Anyway, this is a Randomizer Nuzlocke, so, hold up. Yeah, this is what's going to be known as a Randomizer Nuzlocke. Now, it follows the same sort of rules as a normal Nuzlocke. Actually, it basically is like a normal Nuzlocke. The only difference is Pokemon are randomized. That's literally the only difference between the two. Now, I'm a boy in this game, and yeah. Well, since the name I'm typing here is what, well, people know how to read, so yeah, I'm good old Totes. Now, there's someone I've seen on the channel that has the spelling of Totes like this, so to be different, let's just add another S. That's normally how other usernames online are done. If the original is taken, just add a random, just add another letter or another number. Yeah, anyway, alright, this is our rival. I've always just gone with the cliched Gary. That's how I've normally done it in the past. Yeah, past, present, and future. I more than likely will just name my rival Gary. Or I may give him a different name. I'm not sure, haven't really thought of that. Anyway, this is going to be a Randomizer Nuzlocke, which is based the rules of a Randomizer Nuzlocke. Alright, there we go. Yeah, play with the NES. I've actually got one. Well, there's no face cam, so I can't exactly show it, but who knows? Well, I'll be doing different games on this channel. Not just Pokemon, not just Mario. There's other video game icons, or just other consoles. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. This is going to be a Randomizer Nuzlocke, So basically, all that entails is just the Pokemon in each area are now going to actually be randomized. It still follows the exact same sort of rules. I'm just gonna read it just to sort of help. Yeah. Alright, good, there we go. Anyway. The difference with this and that is, as I've said before, the Pokemon are randomized. Now, the normal rules of a Nuzlocke are you can only catch the first Pokemon in each area. If a Pokemon faints, which goes down to 0 health points, you normally release them. Well, I'm doing a variant of that in that instead of just releasing them outright at each Pokemon Center, I'm just going to put them in a box in the put them in the PC in a box titled Fainted. Hello, Mama. Oh, yes. I have to go. It's part of every 10-year-old boy's journey to be a Pokemon trainer, apparently. Oh my god. I've known about this reference, but for the longest... I've seen other Randomizer Nuzlockes on Fire Red, and they've mentioned what the movie is, and for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. I think the movie was like Stand By Me. Alright, future me, when I edit this, look up what's the reference and just put text on screens like, yeah, you called it, or something similar if I got the movie right. So I'm guessing Stand By Me or Stand On Me, some variation of that. Just let me know. Okay, now for the 15th time to actually try and alright, I'm outside, nothing's going on, now I can explain the rules. Anyway, first rule, you can only catch first Pokemon in each route, area, cave, cavern, any sort of area. Secondly, if a Pokemon faints, which is like loses all their health points or HP, they are to be released. I'm doing the variant, put them in a PC, titled Fainted. Third, you have to nickname each Pokemon so there's a sense of like emotional attachment to them. Name them anything. It's not like all males have to have male names. Hell, I could catch a male Rattata and name it Jennifer if I want. It's whatever. Now, there's two clauses that I've seen other people do, which are species clauses and shiny clauses. Now, I'm more than certain I'm not going to encounter shiny, so we can just drop that. But with species clauses, all that entails is just say one of the starters. Just say if I find a Pidgeotto in Route 1, which is in that batch of grass up the top of the screen, if I find a Pidgeotto or any Pokemon in the Pidgey line, for instance, so Pidgey, Pidgeotto, or Pidgeot, if I encounter any one of them in any later routes, I cannot catch that. Instead, I can try on the next encounter. And whatever the Pokemon is there, that's what I catch. Now, there was something else I was going to mention, and I've completely forgotten what. PC claws, shiny claws. No, that's about it, I think. Alright, let's start this. Yeah. No. Always just get like cha-cha, rumba, salsa vibes from this. Yes, Pokemon with Crush, you need Pokemon Care and Protection. I've literally just met you the first time, Oak. Why would they expect you to go in a building with an old man? What the heck? Vamps, I'm fed up with waiting. Oh my god. Like Ishe kids in Australia here, you're like my cat, so needy. Really? Oh no, come back, buddy. Aw. Make fun of him, he walks out the room. Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, see, give it to me first. I'm like the innocuous quote-unquote hero. Yes, I can have one. Of course, you have to strike up a fuss. No fair, what about me? What about me? I'm Aussie, so of course, whenever I hear that, I'm just going to think of Australian Idol and Shannon Knoll. Now, for any other international overseas viewers who stumble upon this, you may be thinking, Australian, who's Shannon Knoll? I'll put a picture up of him. There was this whole ruckus back in 2003 of when there was a TV show called Australian Idol that came on. It's basically like American Idol over in the US, like same premise. But it got to the finals. The two finalists were Guy Sebastian and Shannon Knoll. Guy Sebastian won, but many people have struck up a fuss ever since 2003 that Shannon Knoll got robbed. That's literally his own main claim to fame, I reckon. Now, anyway, enough about Australian Idol and its history lesson. Let's check our starters. First up, we got a cast form. Nope. Oh yeah, as you saw before, I'm not going cast form, don't worry. As you can, this is what the randomizer thing is like. Clearly, yeah, as clear as day, you can see Bulbasaur in the text, but clearly that's not a Bulbasaur. Unless the Pokemon Company has done a complete revamp of their designs, and this is now Bulbasaur looks like. I'm pretty sure that's a cast form. So, no, I don't want to go with the water type, go with Bulbasaur the grass type. We've got Absol, okay. Too shabby, I'd say. Placing our good buddy Squirtle. And lastly, please be something good. Hi, Rogue. Well, I've made it so the evolutions follow, so I could get a Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan. But...
Oh, what is it, Noah? I'm picking a starter.
No, you're not chewing this wire. Oh, no, you don't. You probably picked up that meow. If not, well, yeah, no.
Oh, that's Noah again.
Look, I'll give you pets after I've picked the starter. Which I'm pretty sure I'm not picking Tyrogue. Now, a Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee would be pretty badass, but... I'd have to go with Absol on this. He looks sick. Hell yeah. I'm pretty sure I've just made a mistake. Any bet. Female? Wow, that's actually pretty rare for a starter. And to be like a 12.5% chance to get a female. Alright, I'm happy with that. I wasn't sure on recording, so I actually hadn't thought of nicknames yet. Alright. I know I said, like, if I got a male, I could name it female or vice versa. Okay, Absol. Got one. Yeah, this is on a keyboard, so what? Oh, thank God the name fits. And... I've got to find where my start button. Alright. Ah, okay. I was expecting... Nope. Nope. Yes. Now... To do this, you use a thing called a Pokemon Universal Randomizer, which you can randomize. There's different tabs, so you can specify what things you want to be randomized, what things you want to remain the same. Anything really. Alright, I got TM31. Please, for the love of God, be something I can actually learn. 31, Faint Attack, you little... Yes. I'm pretty sure you learn it on your own, but I'm giving you advantage. Alright, let's see what... Before I actually verse my rival, what moves do you actually have? Early Bird, I like. Yeah, oh, what the hell? No, oh my god. Seriously? Medium Mash. Blast Burn. But he would have messed things up beforehand. I've got a Tyrogue, which is going to make things hard, so... Yeah, but still, oh my god, that's great. Alright, let's check out Pokemon. Cool, take me on. Alright. Oh. This is just like any other Pokemon battle, but if you've never played one, luckily this is helpful. There we go. Our good buddy Oki over here will explain what a Pokemon battle is. See, even he agrees. Our rival is pushy. Thank you. I've always thought that. Huh? Yeah. Well, I have, but for the sake of this, no. Yeah, trainers pit Pokemon against each other. Yep. There we go. The only instance with this is if our Pokemon faint by our HP going, we lose. That's not a good thing. Yeah, I'll battle. Alright. Well, all I can oh, wait, cast form? Okay. Let's go Medium Mash. Oh, thank god that actually hit. I was worried about that. Aw, you little ripper. Ah, I ain't Firefall. Sucks to be you. I don't approve of that. But at least this will never miss. Worried about... Oh, what, my attack increased? What the heck? I nearly lost to a big ball. A lot of XP, I gotta admit. Yeesh. No, don't go up so much. Oh my god, don't keep going up. I can't do much, mate. Do this. Yes, you win, you earn money. Cool. Yes, yeah. See you later. Are you Nelson Muntz? Real mate. Now, annoyingly, I don't... Ah, what? Now I remember the thing I was meant to mention. With Nuzlocke, they don't start until you get Pokeballs. And so if our Pokemon... Alright, hold up.
You want to...
Okay, no, fine, whatever. Alright.
You want to come up?
Come on.
You want to come up?
No? Cool, okay. Yeah, Nuzlocke don't start... Well, actually, there's always been some kind of disagreement, but some people say a Nuzlocke doesn't start until you get Pokeballs. But others have said, like, no, a Nuzlocke doesn't start until you can go and venture into the grass, as so. Now, I'm in the Nuzlocke doesn't start until you get Pokeballs camp. That's how I'm gonna do it. So if by some fluke we had 0, I pray to God I can catch you soon. Yeah, see, this is an example of how the randomizer thing works. Normally in Route 1, you wouldn't encounter a Trapinch. Instead, you'd encounter like Pidgeys, Rattatas. Actually, yeah, those are basically the 2 Pokemon you would find. Oh, sweet, potionness. Yeah, you would normally just encounter Pidgey or a Rattata. But because I had Trapinch, that's where the randomizer comes in. Ooh, a Wailord! Damn! You're a thick girl! Not expecting that. They're all like level 3. I'd rather not be able to kill you, make you faint in like one shot. I'd actually like to have a team by the time I do all this. Okay, this is the... People who haven't played Pokemon before, I'm gonna try and make it pretty, not in-depth, but show you just basically the gist of how Pokemon games work. Get Pokemon Center in every town, no money. Yeah, so you don't have to spend anything to heal. That's pretty useful. Normally, I'd be healing, but because Gary was our rival fight, and it was the tutorial, you get instant healing for that. Normally, you wouldn't. It would be treated just like any other rival battle. No, you want kid? Yeah, why not? Caterpie has... Well, that kind of makes sense. Beetle has a horn on its head. What do you expect? Okay, this I've been... How does this guy know that? Yes, we came... Yeah, how do you know that too? How do you know we came from Pallet Town? How do you know we know Professor Oak? How does he know that? Alright, yeah, I'll deliver it to our good old pal of ours, Sammy Oak. The Oakley? Alright. Alright. Now these brown designs are ledgers. I think there's a character... Actually, see if I can find the character. I'm sure he mentions it. No. Where is it? There's a character around here that mentioned... Right! Alright, he's not around. Well, I know there's normally a character who... Hey. I don't think I normally do. Ah, good old technology guy. Funnily enough, you may notice the background of this layout. It's actually a Pallet Town. And the layout of where the gameplay is at, unfortunately, it covers this guy. Good old technology guy. He's been in like every Pokemon game in some instance. Not always in Pallet Town, but he's been in every Pokemon. Yes, thank you. Have something. Yeah, delivered your parcel from some guy who's in Viridian City who somehow knows the fact we know you. The Pokédexes take up half a desk. How big are they? The animators are so small they fit in Ash's hand, or in Go, or in May, or in Dawn, or Iris. 5, cool. Yeah, Pokemon appears, fair game. Thank you. Yes, it won't work. Basically saying Pokemon have to be weakened a fair amount before you can actually catch them in Pokeballs. Catching them full health, you basically have as much chance, depending on what Pokemon it is, you basically have as big of a chance as winning first prize on the lottery. Yes, we'll fulfill the dream for you, because you've gotten older. Thank you. Then you have Gary knocking it all up. Yeah, shows what you know, mate. Are you ever going to do anything about your grandson, Oak? Really? He walks in here, walks out with the Pokédex straight away. Snarkily replies like, it won't be necessary having another trainer. And then just says, oh, don't bother coming to my house. I'll tell my sister not to give you a town map. Ha 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 ha. Da 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 da. Well, this is his sister's house. Basically his house. Yes, we're rivals, but we live right next door. That makes total sense. Hey, sister. Whose name's actually Daisy, but they never tell you there. Yes. Alright, cool. I know that thing. Yep. And we'll end it there. Okay. Thank you all for joining me for episode 1. Let's see how this Randomizer Nuzlocke continues. I pray I can hopefully actually beat this for once. I've tried playing this about 4 or 5 times prior, and I've always just stopped. So let's hope this actually works out well for me. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and just join me next time as we go on, make our way back to Viridian City and actually start this Randomizer Nuzlocke. So, see you all next time.